Have you ever wondered how one man could change the course of history, especially during the tumultuous times of the Crusades? Let's journey back to the 12th century to the life of a man named Saladin Yusuf ibn Ayyub, more commonly known as Saladin. Saladin was a towering figure in the Muslim world, a military commander and statesman whose influence reverberated far beyond his dominion. His legacy is perhaps most indelibly marked by his recapture of Jerusalem from the Crusaders during the Third Crusade. To understand the magnitude of this feat, we must first go back to 1099. The First Crusade had just seized Jerusalem, a city of immense religious and political significance to both Christians and Muslims. For nearly 9 decades, the city remained under Christian control, sparking outrage in the Muslim world and igniting calls for its liberation. Now let's delve into the rise of this extraordinary figure, Saladin. Saladin's journey to power was not an overnight event, but a series of strategic moves and battles. From a young age, he displayed an aptitude for military strategy and diplomatic affairs, swiftly rising through the ranks of the Fatimid caliphs in Egypt. As vizier, he wielded considerable influence, but his ambition didn't stop there. Seizing an opportunity, he took control of Egypt, laying the foundation for what would later be known as the Ayyubid dynasty. His control extended beyond Egypt, reaching the region of Syria. But with the rise of the Crusader states, a new challenge emerged on the horizon. The Kingdom of Jerusalem, a powerful Crusader state, posed a significant threat. Yet, Saladin was not one to back down. The growing menace of the Crusader states only fueled his determination. He knew the time to act was upon him, and he was ready to face it head on. With power in his grasp, Saladin had one goal in mind: to recapture Jerusalem. The year 1187 marked a turning point in the history of the Crusades, with Saladin's decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin. This was a strategic move in Saladin's series of military campaigns against the Crusader states. His aim was to weaken their grip on the region and ultimately recapture Jerusalem. Following this triumph, Saladin turned his sights on Jerusalem. The city was ill-prepared for a prolonged siege, its defenses weakened by internal divisions among its defenders. Christian forces, under the leadership of Balian of Ibelin, held their ground as best they could. But after several weeks, they had no choice but to surrender. It was October 2nd, 1187. Saladin's terms of surrender were unanticipated. Christian residents could buy their safe passage. Those who could not afford the ransom were sold into slavery. This chivalrous treatment of the city's inhabitants, even in defeat, garnered respect from friends and foes alike. Saladin's victory marked the end of nearly 9 decades of Crusader rule in Jerusalem. Saladin's conquest of Jerusalem left an indelible mark on the pages of history. Not only was he a formidable military tactician, but Saladin also earned a reputation as a paragon of chivalry and honor, respected by friends and foes alike. The stories of his fair and humane treatment of Jerusalem's Christian inhabitants, even in the throes of victory, are well documented in both Western and Islamic sources. In the Islamic world, Saladin is revered as a hero, a symbol of resistance against foreign aggression. His firm yet compassionate leadership style, his devout faith, and his unwavering commitment to the liberation of Jerusalem are qualities that continue to inspire and resonate across the centuries. The fall of Jerusalem to Saladin dealt a severe blow to the Crusader states, triggering the Third Crusade in a desperate bid to reclaim the Holy Land. Though Jerusalem would change hands many times in the centuries to come, Saladin's recapture of the city remains a pivotal moment in its history.